What's going on, guys? It is Taicowhite here for some more Cardfight area deck profiles. Today we're going to be doing some stuff in Narukami, and I'm going to be focusing on the Brawlers. I guess they're a subclan? Yeah, that's what those are called. I always forget if it's a subclan or an archetype, but that's the raw card game. So, the Brawlers are really fun to play. They're actually a pretty good deck, and we're originally going to get a trial deck in English, but they just merged it with BT16, which is actually my favorite set because I'm going to build everything. Alright, moving on. But I start off with one Brawler fighting Draco Kid. I will explain his skill once we get to the grade 3s. And then with my trigger lineup, I have been fooling around with it a lot, but right now I think the best thing I have right now is 4 draw, 4 crit, and not 4 draw, 4 crit, 4 crit, 4 draw, 2 of each just because I can. Because, I mean, why not? And then, of course, 4 heal, and this thing's adorable. This thing, hell, I'm gonna, there we go. This thing's adorable. It's adorable. I mean, how would you run this? It's adorable. On to the grade 1s. This actually was really difficult for me to decide which grade 1s to use, because there's all kinds of random shenanigans that could be used with all of these guys. But, yeah, I'm going to start off with 2 copies of Threatening Brawler Kome. When it's placed on the rear guard, you get a drop and draw. As long as the number of rear guards in the front, in the opponent's front row is 1 or less. Then you get, just drop and draw. It's just a good skill to have. I run 2 of the 10k Legion booster. 4, I believe, of Thunder Arrow Draco Kid, which is, you can Soul Blast 1 when their rear guard's put in the drop zone, and if I do it against 2,000. So it's not a once per turn skill. So, and you're going to be doing a lot of retiring with this deck. This deck punches things really hard. Really hard. And next we're going to be running 2 of the Brawler Wild Clock Dragon. And then real quick grab a gold, because I don't think they have a perfect guard. Yeah, they don't have a perfect guard as far as I know. They do have a Brawler. I don't know where he's at. There he is. They have a quintet wall, but actually, I just thought of this now. I'm really professional right now. But throw in that quintet wall to help you with getting off that early Legion. You can just throw out a quintet wall the turn before to make sure you have 4 cards in your drop zone. On to the next. We're going to go with our Legion mates for the, the Legion mates, which are going to be Brawler Big Bang / Dragon and Brawler Big Bang / Buster. Brawler Big Bang / Dragon. When an attack by your Vanguard with Brawler and his card name hits, it gets 3,000. So you're gonna want to attack with this after your Vanguard. And Buster, when it attacks, if you have Big Bang Knuckle as your Vanguard, just either one of those, it gets plus 2,000. And when Big Bang Knuckle, its attack hits, it gets 3,000. So it's an improved version of Slash Dragon. Then I run, I believe, 3 copies of Brawler Yojin. When it performs Legion, you get to choose one of your opponent's rear guards in the front row and retire it. So just an easy free retire. There's some cards like that in Perditions. I think there's one that I run. Okay, and now, it's obvious by now, I run Knuckle Buster and Knuckle Dragon. I'll start off with Knuckle Dragon skill and then move on to Knuckle Buster. But it is, of course, a Legion with Brawler Big Bang / Dragon. And what you do is you counterblast 2. It's Brawler specific. That's why there's been only Brawlers in this deck. And if it's in Legion until the end of turn, it gets plus 5,000 power, and it battles every unit in the opponent's front row with 1 attack. So him by himself hits every single unit. That's what this deck does. It's dragons that punch everything really hard at the same time. I really love this deck, and I actually have I started building this in real life, and I'm going to have to get more of the cards. That's why I'm going to buy more BT16, which I'm probably going to open up on the channel if you guys would like. If you guys don't want me to do that because I already did one, then I could just do a little short video showing the double rares and triple rares that I got, and SP if that happens. But also, you can just Soul Blast 1 when it attacks to gain 3,000. So, just pretty common skill. Next is Knuckle Buster. You get Counter Blast 1 and choose a card with Big Bang Knuckle in its card name from your hand and put it into your soul. So it's like a Persona charge. Yeah. I like Persona. Those games are good. But it'll get 5,000, and you get to, when it's attacking, choose 4 of your opponent's units, and this unit battles every unit in one attack. So, yes, it's going to be 1 above from Knuckle Dragon. But the thing about this is you don't have to hit their Vanguard. So if for some reason you don't want to hit their Vanguard, if they have a lot of units in the back row, or the back row of the front you want to get rid of, maybe they have 4 rear guards, you want to just get those out of the way and then hit the Vanguard with your rear guards or something like that. For some reason, I know I just always hit the Vanguard with his skills, but and as before, I told you about the starting Vanguard that we have, Brawler fighting Draco Kid, when you can put it into your soul and your Vanguard gets Counterblast 1, and during your turn when your opponent's rearguard in the front row is put into the drop zone, if it is Legion, then pay the cost if you do choose up to 1 of your opponent's rearguards in the same column as that unit and retire it. So, let's say you use Buster in Legion, because it has to be in Legion, and you attack their, let's say their back row Vanguard, or their Vanguard, their unit behind the Vanguard, and their 2 front row units. You can also, if you would put Draco Kid in the soul, you can counterblast 2, because it's not a once per turn skill, to get rid of the other 2 rear guards to clear their field entirely, which is a really good skill and can be very helpful. But there is another way to do that, because Brawlers have gotten their own stride, and that is True Brawler Big Bang Knuckle Turbo. You can Counterblast and Soul Blast 1 and choose a face down card from your G zone and turn it face up. Does not have to be Turbo. If you have a heart card with Big Bang Knuckle in the name, at the end of the turn, until the end of the turn, you get to choose, or when this unit would choose to attack, you get to choose up to 3 of your opponent's units for each of your heart cards. So, since you're most likely going to be in Legion, you get to hit 6 different units. So, if they say you're playing against Liberators or Seekers and they get that full field, you can wipe out that entire field with this one attack, which is really good. And also, as an added effect, it gets plus 5,000 for each copy of Knuckle Turbo in the G zone. So, the last time that you do this, if you turned over your Knuckle Turbo for both times you use the effect, it's going to get plus 15,000 power on top of that. So by itself, it'll be 30,000, not even counting the units below it. So with the units below it, without any booster behind it, you're going to be hitting for, these are both 11, I believe. Yes, you're going to be hitting for 41,000 by themselves, which is really big numbers, and that's something that that helps with the Brawlers, is that they're going to hit for really big numbers, and they're going to hit most of the other players' field. So that's probably going to be all for this deck profile. I, of course, run 4 of that, and just throw in a Conquest Dragon because everybody runs Conquest Dragon. It's not Archon. I mean, what more do you want from me? All right. That's going to be all for today, guys. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. If you have any suggestions for deck profiles or matches you want to see, tell me down in the comments below. And that's going to be all for today, guys. I will see you guys next time. This has been Taicowhite for Team Cardfighters United. I'm pretty sure I've said that like 15 times. I don't care. I do things. That's all.